Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to improve the presentation we made before in the last video to a better one. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing I want to show you is in File, go there and go Publish to Web. Check these two boxes and make this as long as you want. That's just an auto advanced. Embedded, do the same settings, and this one you can make your size anything you want. So publish. Okay, so this is our embedded stuff. We can put that in if we're making a website, and this is the link which I'm going to show you right now. Copy it, paste. Here's the presentation. I'm not touching my keyboard, and it's auto advancing by itself. So, it's pretty boring. The slides are just changing, but we want them to do stuff like flip. So, let's go to slide and go to transition. Click it and change your slide transition. I'm gonna do dissolve, play. Ooh, that's cool. And then you have to stop it. So then you can do object animations, which is basically like select this text box and then you can add an animation. Let's do flying from right after previous, and let's play that. Ooh, pretty cool. And now we have to stop. Take this text box, add animations. Let's now do a flying from left with previous, and now let's play. And now that looks super cool. Now we have to stop it. So that's our first slide. Now let's do the same with the other slides. Okay, so I'm done making the animations, and now if we go back to our publish to the web thingy, copy this link. Oh yeah, and also you can share it using Gmail, Facebook, or Twitter, which is cool. Let's go. Whoops. That's better. And now we have super cool transitions. So wait for a minute, and this slide will eventually change. Oops, I forgot to make the transition for it to change. No worries, we'll fix that. So what you have to do here is go back to publish to the web and then do all your old settings and copy the link, repaste it where your old link used to be, and kaboom, it's fixed. There we go. I fixed it. So now we have our cool little transitions thing. That's one thing I want to show you today. And another thing I want to show you is actually in the present tab. So you have to click this present beside the share. I'll go over the share later. So go to present, and then you can get a pointer. You can point stuff out. You can have notes right there. You can have closed captions, but you have to allow Google to use your mic. So right now I'm just not going to use the closed captions. You have tips over here. You can full screen. Just press escape to get out of there. But it gets out of the whole thing and you have to redo all your stuff. And there's, oops, I clicked notes. There's Q&A. So sometimes you get a window open and sometimes you get a new tab open. So in this browser I got a new tab, but in other browsers it gives you a new window. So you can have audience Q&A and you can have speaker notes right there. And you can just click to present and stuff like that. So let's go and click this link, and this is going to be your Q&A link. So you can ask anything you want, type anything you want. You can ask it anonymously. Let me just show you. So that's anonymously, and this is non-anonymously. You can like people's or dislike theirs. So you can also cancel this if you don't want to make a question but you already tried to type one. So then you can present people's questions in your slide. Just click present and then you have, oops, JavaScript error. Okay. That's better. So let's go back into our Q&A. Continue recent and continue. And you can present people's questions on your slideshow. Error has been reported to Google and so at the moment it's not working for some reason. There's a JavaScript error, but that's okay. So we can also close our Q&A. Just go back into this Q&A window, continue, and you can turn off accepting questions. And then if you do something like this, sorry, this Q&A session is closed, because that reloads your whole page. So then your Q&A turns off, but you can return it on again. And just like that, it's on. So for every document, there's a different link. So your document won't get mixed up with somebody else's. So that's really cool. That's what I want to show you and present. Escape! I'm escaping. Exit. And you can also share your slide. You can add people or groups. You have to type it into here, or you can send your feedback to Google, or you can get a link, which is basically like only people with the link can get it, and the people you add. And there's also the settings for the sharing. So by default these are both on, but you can change them to this. I'll leave them like this. And so let's copy this link from the get link and paste it. And we have it right here. So that's a really cool feature. No, I'm not letting you to use my mic. That's a very cool feature, but there are also things where you can draw lines, just like this. and then you've got your line. Oops. And you've got your line just like this. And if you want to put it on another slide, just cut it and paste it. And it's done. We have our line. Oh, and you can make it a line, arrow, elbow connector, curve, polyline, or a scribble. Let's do a polyline. And then you do this, then you do this. And you have to keep on clicking until the shape is closed. I'm just making a weird, funky shape here. So, when you close your shape up, you get that. I made a very funny shape right over here. You can also make a scribble, like this. Which we're not going to do. Just undo it. You can also make a elbow connector like this. So you can connect two things with an elbow connector. And you can just do it like this and that. Oops. You can mess with your elbow connector and stuff like that. You can also get a curve connector, which is just like an elbow connector but curved. And you can make an arrow if you want to point at something. So there's my little arrow. And you can insert shapes too. You can insert the shapes, arrows, callouts, which are basically like text boxes, and equations, which are equations. So let's insert an arrow. Let's do this one. And you have to do it like this. And if you want to ever change the color of something, just click it and then click the paint bucket and choose a color. Let's do orange in this one, and for this one, let's do a blue. So there you have it. You have your messy thing. Let's just delete these background things that we don't need. Let's get rid of this curved connector, and the arrow can stay though. So we have all of that covered, and oops, there's also a zoom feature. You can make it fit, you can make it 50%, which is small, 100%, or even 200%, or you can make it fit, which is 85%. You can also zoom in like this and zoom in like that. So there's also a keyboard shortcut for your zoom right here. So zoom in is Control-Alt+, which I think on Mac is Command-Alt+, and zoom out Control-Alt-, and on Mac I think it's Command-Alt-. So, oops, I have to, I selected it, I have to deselect it now. If you keep it selected, then this is gonna happen. So, let's just make it fit 85%. That's way better. So that's the zoom feature, pretty cool. The next thing I want to show you is the Edit Master, which is just like this. And you can edit the layouts and all of these. It's pretty complicated. And if you just want to go out of the Edit Master, just click on the sidebar right here. Because this Edit Master is really complicated. So then there are a few tools in a range that I'd like to show you. So you can take your arrow right here, you can arrange, and you can rotate it. Let's rotate it counterclockwise by 90 degrees. And it's rotated. We can also rotate and flip it horizontally. And we can also go to range, rotate, and flip it vertically. We can go to arrange, and we can center it on page horizontally or vertically, like that. So that's the cool thing in the arrange. You can also order it, like send it backward or send back, which is weird. And you can also bring it to the front and stuff like that. Bring it to the front, and if you order and send to the back, you have to do bring to the front. Send to the back and send backward are grayed out when you do send to the back, which is a little cool, and it messes with your arrow a little. You can go explore that. So what I really wanted to get to are add-ons. So let's go there. And you can get add-ons, and this will take you to the Google Slides add-on store, where you have lots of add-ons over here. Oops. You have lots of add-ons. You can get easy accents. You can get translator. If you bought Adobe stock, you can get that. And there are a lot of things you can get in Google Slides. You can get add emojis to documents. Oops, I clicked it. So when you click it, there are different add-ons. You can get it from docs, forms, sheets, and slides. It's just this one. You can get all of these. I'm not sure about the others, but you just have to install it. But there's also a website I found with a cool add-on. It's bitmoji.com. So it's your personal emoji. If you use Snapchat, then you know what Bitmoji is. So it's just like an online avatar for yourself. You can get it from your games. You can create it on your phone. You have to create it on your phone, actually. Or you can use an iPad or tablet. You can send it with iMessages or WhatsApp, whatever you use. And you can link it to Snapchat, which is really cool. So you can get it for Gboard, which is Android, and Bitmoji for iMessage, which is iOS, obviously. The I is a hint, but we want Bitmoji for Chrome, for your desktop. So it will take you to the Chrome web store, and the extension is called Bitmoji. So when you install to Chrome, it gets you to a new tab in a sign-in page for Bitmoji. So what happens after you install it is this Bitmoji avatar comes up here. So you have to get started, and then it will ask you to log into Bitmoji. So this is the Bitmoji login. Oops. So you have to get started, and then it takes you to Bitmoji login. So you can log in with Snapchat or your Bitmoji account. If you need a Bitmoji, you can create an avatar using the Bitmoji mobile app on iOS and Android. What? It seems that the Android button is invisible right now, but it still works. It brings you to the Google Play, which is cool. So it adds you to these tabs. They were both the same tabs. So that's Bitmoji. and it's cool. So, reconnecting. Okay, my internet's gone for a sec. I'll continue when it's back. Okay guys, my internet is back on, which means this video is too. So that was our add-ons tool, but if you want extra help with slides, I'm sure there are things I didn't cover in this video that you want to know. So then go to help, and then you can go to slides, help, training, and updates, and help slides improve, blah blah blah, all of these stuff. But what you want to do is go to training if you want to know some stuff about slides. So here it shows where you can get slides and learn the slides basics, switching to slides from PowerPoint, and cheat sheets, a keyboard, shortcuts, template, productivity guides, all of this tips and more resources. And you have this get started checklists, learn by product, learn by job, switch from Microsoft, support and accessibility, or video training. You can also check up the announcements and all of these stuff, learn by product, and you can see all of these stuff over here. So when you go back into the help center, so you have to learn by product, and you have to go to this tab, file storage and that stuff, and then go to slides, and then it shows you, and then it redirects you back to the slides learning center. So that's all I had to show you guys for this video. Come back next time for my next video, and if you love this video, smash that like button and destroy that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.